Another versus. And this is going to be interesting. These are two fictional characters from movies.
Yes.
You're going to put a cop against a guy who's kind of the anti-hero, I would say.
Yeah, like a mercenary almost.
Almost, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think they really go into depth about this character's background. I know
No.
he's in trouble. He's in prison, right?
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll remind Snake Plissken from Escape from New York
Yeah.
and L.A., but we won't talk about that.
I'll take Marty Riggs from the Lethal Weapon franchise.
This is interesting. Let's just say that this would be before what happens to Escape from New York. I don't know what Snake Plissken's done. Maybe he was set up, but he's on the run, and they've hired Martin Riggs to go get him.
Yeah.
So let's break this down strength-wise. I would say it'd be about even. I think they're both
so.
about strength.
Yeah.
So that's even. Weapons. Plissken doesn't have a lot of weapons, but neither again does Riggs.
Well, yeah, Plissken he's resourceful enough to use whatever's on hand at the time.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think the same thing with Riggs. Of course, if there's a metal pipe near him or piece of rebar, he'll use whatever.
Yeah.
Of course, there's always the Beretta or whatever, or cop, standard issue, police issue gun. But, whatever works, right? 20, 30,
Yeah,
20,
yeah.
40, whatever it takes.
So I think weapons-wise is even.
Yeah.
But now we get to sort of intelligence and, what their skills are. I would have to get the edge probably to Riggs because he knows a little kung fu, martial arts, where Snake he's really just a straightforward guy.
I think in regards to intelligence,
But I really think it would have to go to Riggs a little bit because he knows martial arts and kung fu, where Snake Plissken's kind of really a straightforward guy.
he is, yeah. I mean, in regards to skill level, Riggs does have that background, in some karate and some like that. He's a former, was he a Green Beret?
Something like that.
Yeah, Special Forces. I
Yeah.
know that he was Special Forces. And so he could hold his own, with various bad guys, and he knows minimal martial arts, so he could do that. Plissken, he's just sort of a regular. He's
Straightforward guy.
Yeah, he's what would you, just a brawler, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Um,
So yeah, I would have to give the advantage to Riggs on that one.
I mean, as far as intelligence goes, I don't know. I guess I would almost say not intelligent, but experience.
Yeah.
And so when you're talking about experience, you're talking about a guy like Plissken, who, if he's a mercenary of any kind, he's seen a lot, he's done a lot. In this case, you're talking about a guy who's post-apocalyptic, because this was after the destruction of half the world or whatnot, right?
Well, New York is like an island.
Right.
It's a prison, basically.
So you're talking about a guy who's lived through all that, has gotten different missions after all that, versus a guy, so he's got a lot of experience.
But you flip side of that, so does Riggs.
So does Riggs, not only in police work, but his special forces, survival skills and things like that. You
This
talk
is about even.
I'd say it's nearly even.
This is another interesting one. So like I said, whatever Plissken's done, Riggs is after him. Does Riggs apprehend him?
I would say at the end of the, I got to fight for my character, but at the same time, at the end of the day, I don't know. I know that he wouldn't lose, but I don't know who would.
It'd almost to me go to a stalemate.
Yeah.
This is another interesting one where we could use some help.
Because I don't think that Riggs could outsmart Plissken and vice versa. I don't think that would happen.
No, it would just be who would get the advantage of the fight at that time.
Yeah.
And who could, if Riggs could slap the cuffs on him.
Yeah.
Or incapacitate him enough to arrest him. Or does Plissken, can he incapacitate him enough to get away?
I mean, if we're talking a straight up brawl, I would give a very, very, very slight, I wouldn't call it an advantage. I would say he would get out the skin of his teeth. I would say Riggs would do it. But that's only me talking. I don't know, but even then, I just don't. I don't know.
I'd have to fight for my character, but at the same time, this would be fascinating to see.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh,
the actors in their prime in a movie, and just see what happens.
You know, it's unfortunate that Kurt Russell, you know, of course, is Snake Plissken, and Mel Gibson is Martin Riggs. It's unfortunate that Plissken, as besides Escape from L.A.,
No.
they never, and they could have, I think they could have done some kind of a bigger franchise with that character.
Yeah.
There was a lot of room to grow that character, especially if we're talking films that required a minimal budget. You know, John Carpenter, of course, you know, he's used to working on stuff like that.
Yeah.
So why not? But yeah, we'd love to hear your input on this. You know, we like doing these ones that aren't just necessarily inside the box. They're sort of, hey man, let's throw these two together.
Yeah, and think about what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know, and if you have any ideas of what you'd like us to discuss, let us know, and let us know what you think. Who would come out on top?
Yeah. I mean, what, Snoopy versus Howard the Duck, huh?
Yeah, sure. If we get enough comments on this, we'll do a follow up to what you guys have said.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just let us know, and we'll see you later.